Canada moves to clarify its position amid escalating pressure from Washington. Prime Minister Mark Carney says Ottawa has no plans to pursue a free trade agreement with China, directly responding to US President Donald Trump's threat of sweeping tariffs. Carney says recent engagement with Beijing was limited and corrective, focused on easing retaliatory tariffs on a narrow set of Canadian exports, and does not amount to a broader trade realignment away from the United States.
Well, the first thing is that Canada respects our commitments. There are commitments in the ACM. We have commitments under CUSMA that not to pursue free trade agreements with non-market economies without prior notification. We have no intention of doing that with China or any other non-market economy. What we've done with China is to rectify some issues that developed in the last couple of years.
From Washington, a blunt ultimatum. Donald Trump warns Canada of sweeping retaliation, threatening 100% tariffs on every Canadian product if Ottawa deepens trade engagement with Beijing under Prime Minister Mark Carney.
If Governor Carney thinks he is going to make Canada a drop-off port for China to send goods and products into the United States, he is sorely mistaken.
Trump escalates beyond trade math into survival language, declaring China would eat Canada alive, framing Beijing not as a partner but as an existential predator, waiting to consume Canadian industry and sovereignty.
China will eat Canada alive, completely devour it, including the destruction of their businesses, social fabric, and general way of life. If Canada makes a deal with China, it will immediately be hit with a 100% tariff against all Canadian goods and products coming into the USA. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
The warning is personal and political. By labeling Carney governor, Trump signals hierarchy, not partnership, making clear that any Canadian outreach to Xi Jinping will be treated as defiance, not diplomacy. The message is unmistakable. Choose Washington or face economic punishment. Neutrality is dismissed, diversification discouraged, and Canada is positioned as a test case for how far the United States will go to enforce alignment. Ottawa does not answer with threats. Instead, Carney turns inward, urging citizens to buy Canadian, promoting domestic resilience while leaving open the question of whether Canada will curb purchases of American goods.
With our economy under threat from abroad, Canadians have made a choice to focus on what we can control. You are choosing to put your hard-earned dollars behind Canadian businesses and Canadian workers. Canada's new government is doing the same with our new Buy Canadian policy. We will build big with Canadian materials, Canadian steel, aluminum and lumber, with Canadian technology and with Canadian workers. We can't control what other nations do. We can be our own best customer. We'll buy Canadian. We'll build Canadian. And together, we will build Canada strong.
The confrontation exposes a deeper fracture. As Washington leans on coercion, allies reassess dependence. The harder the pressure, the greater the risk that partners look elsewhere, reshaping trade routes, loyalties, and the balance of influence.